my friends, we are back here with part 2 with the little audio snafu that we had to go on. So from here what I'm going to do is demonstrate the different sound and color fonts that come with the Senza Lightsaber from Saber Trio. So we're just going to walk through that. So we're actually going to start from the beginning.
System menu, exit menu,
So the first one being Saber Trio, hold the power button. And if we shake it, we can ignite it. Nice blue here, a little bit more skyish, purplish blue. And if we click the auxiliary button, some blaster deflect sounds, hold it, you get the blade lock up. And if you want to deactivate it, shake it again. We move on to the next one.
sound bank selection.
So the dark edition. In. Nice red. This one's a bit dark, not as orangey as we'll see in some of the later ones, but I do like this one. And as we move it around, you can hear some of the sounds.
Sound bank selection.
With the light. Once again, nice blue, a bit more skyish than the other one, so.
Sound bank selection. Light, balance.
We have the balance next. This one's a nice green. I prefer a bit more of the darker greenness, but this one is a little bit more on the lighter side. Nice sound that goes along with this one as well.
Sound bank selection. Balance, darkness.
We have darkness. This one's a bit darker than the other red we just saw. And then one thing that is cooler is once we get to more character specific later on, or some of the other ones, there are a little bit more cooler sound fonts and activation sounds that come with it.
Sound bank selection. Darkness. Vengeance.
We have Vengeance. This one, just another red. This one's kind of similar to the last one. I think it's just a little bit more reddish.
Sound bank selection. Vengeance. Kylo Ren.
We have Kylo Ren's.
I'll show you the dark side.
So a little bit of voice. And then we have, if you can see, the crackling that kind of comes from his lightsaber from the movie, as well as the light and the some of the sounds from it as well.
Sound bank selection.
Kylo Ren.
Snippets.
We have snippets, so Ahsoka's. This one's a very nice, very white, bright white. It essentially can be almost a flashlight. You can be able to see my entire room with this one. Like the sound, nice and clean, pretty cool. And the deflection sounds.
Sound bank selection.
At last we will have our revenge.
Love a good Maul.
I have been waiting.
This one, like this red, this one's a bit, it said, kind of darker, still a bit on the orangey side, so you see a lot more in that in here. Actually, I think this one has a bit more orange than the previous ones we just saw.
Sound bank selection.
At last we will. I wondered when you would return.
So this one, I believe, is Palm Krells from the Clone Wars. It's a pretty color. I do like the yellow. Widely hated character for good reasons. But I do like this lightsaber color.
Sound bank selection.
I wondered. Traitor.
We have Trader. So one of the cooler ignitions. So this is where we see that kind of staff from The Force Awakens. Crackly, very similar to Kylo's, or version of Electro staff. See the nice electric wiring that comes from this. So when you deflect the sounds, hence the blue. So
Sound bank selection.
Traitor.
Ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I think this one speaks for itself.
It's a Sith legend.
Love the ignition. This one's a much, I think, a little bit deeper of a red. Love the flash of white at the beginning before ignition, and I love the nice deep sounds for this one.
Sound bank selection.
Over here.
We have Hoth. So, resembling Luke's. Empire Strikes Back. This is more of a cyan color, so not as rich of a blue as the other ones. So you can hear it. We love the sounds of the tauntauns with some of the things from the movie. So I think that's a pretty cool addition for this one.
Sound bank selection.
Here's Shatterpoint. So nice window. For this one, I expect it to be a little bit darker. I still like this color, so it's pretty cool. But I don't know. I guess my expectations were a little different for this one. But so far, still enjoy it. Love the sound font from episode 2.
Sound bank selection.
Here's Shoto. This one, a little deeper of a, well, not deeper, kind of a different yellow. For the other one, I think there's a little bit more green in this one. So,
Sound bank selection.
This is General Kenobi.
the Obi-Wan.
Hello there. Lovely. More smiling faces.
Love this one. It's a nice blue from Clone Wars. Anyone who, I actually didn't know they made that sound. So, anyone who doesn't know, Obi-Wan is actually my favorite character in Star Wars and also of any franchise. So, this is a nice addition for me.
You're wasting your time.
Sound bank selection.
This is ancient prophecies.
I like this one. I think this one has the coolest ignition. You see every time. This one, love this red. A little more burnt than the last ones we see, but love the sound for this one too. So,
Sound bank selection.
Crystal focus.
crystal focus. I think I like this color one the best, and the sound that comes with it, so the wiring sound you hear, the swinging noise, as well as the different deflection sounds and the crash, the blade clash.
Sound bank selection.
Crystal focus.
We have Nebula next. This one, another red, a little bit, I think a little bit more reddish than the last one we just saw. Very similar.
Sound bank selection.
Green.
You know, raised. Nice slow ignition on the yellow. Pretty nice yellow. Gives me a resemblance of like a pineapple-ish kind of yellow. So nice clean sound. I can never get the flick right.
Sound bank selection.
Green.
The Force Unleashed 2.
What will you do with me?
So we have Star Killer, I guess, in America at this time. Like when you try to see that in the light, you can see some of the flickering that resembles like the raindrop, which you can actually hear the rain and the deflection noises. You get some of the sounds from the actual video game. I didn't realize there was thunder in there too. There you go.
Sound bank selection.
The first Old Republic sound. Nice green. This one I think is a little bit brighter, a little bit more minty of a green, so not as rich.
Sound bank selection.
The second Old Republic.
Now you'll see what a Sith is capable of.
So different orange. This one's a bit more orangey. So we have that.
Sound bank selection.
Nightfall. Nice slow red ignition. Once again, a bit orange, but a little bit richer than the last one we kind of saw.
Sound bank selection.
9 revolve.
Revolt. Nice lighter blue. Different from the other ones, but not exactly as like cyan as the Hoth one.
Sound bank selection.
Revolve.
Youngling.
And then this is the last one, and I think this is actually the prettiest color of all of them. So a nice, deep, rich blue. Love the sound of it. This last one, I think it's funny that very bluish seems very resemblant of Anakin's. It's called Youngling, so I think that speaks for itself. Alright, so that was kind of my unboxing here of my Senza Saber Trio lightsaber. I have definitely been having fun with this. I will continue to have fun with this. I'll be using this to practice my spinning and all that good stuff, so expect more. Thank you.